Apologies, as moderator, I was called on without a lot of preparation time. So my knowledge is only slightly more than your own about Ratna's book, Daughter by Court Order, which is here. On the front is Prime Minister Narendra Modi. On the back is Cherry Blair. There is no end of good things said about this book, which is is a national bestseller now in India.
I also want to say I'm greatly honoured to have you as my moderator. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
And thank you for being here. India is a vibrant country. It's also very complicated. And relationships and families in India are not exactly what you see. It's not what you see is what you get. It's nuanced, it's layered, and it's very complex, especially when it comes to the daughter. Then the story unfolds. The main character, the protagonist, is a little girl called Aranya, and she grows up to shake the foundations of the joint family and everything laid out for her. But my book looks at the hypocrisy in the so-called elite, educated, upper echelons of society. And the star. Yes.
So do you want to explain a little about what happens within the book?
Yes, and that's really the crux of the matter. To what length do families in India go? Very often, and the surprising bit is that this is not patriarchy has no bank balance. So it goes top down, bottom up, all the sides around, right? So it is about mindsets. So to what length and to what extreme measures does a family go to disinherit and write off the daughter? So that
or am I wrong?
Well, it is the constitution in India is very progressive. We got the right because daughters now have a right and are actually exercising it. And books like mine are not helping because they're telling them you have a right, go out there and get it. Or at least when you're told by your family to gift it to the brother, know what you're gifting and how much of that gift do you want to actually give and why. They don't want to acknowledge me. So I have felt the pain of patriarchy and the system. Way to write this book. So it does happen. However, this is fiction. And this book was inspired by many stories and many lives that I've seen in India, where the legal system is complicated, but you can win if you put not daughter by court order. So this is the story of this little girl who has to stand in a court of law and justify her existence. She actually stands up and says, I am the missing daughter from the family tree.
Courage also, but at its centre, the anti-hero of the book is not a patriarch, although you talk about the patriarchal system being upheld. It is the mother.
Yes.
What's her name?
Kamini.
Kamini, system rather than hinder.
Well, let me answer it in. I'll take 2 points to answer that. First is there's no bitterness in the book because it is written from the daughter's perspective where this is the only way of life that she knows and she stands up to it. And actually it's just a rocking story which has a lot of humor. It holds up a mirror to what happens in India and people find a bit of their lives in it. So I've had, except Kamini, no one identifies with her. No one identifies with the mother figure in this book, but would have been rejected. So I think it's a lot to do with Indian society maturing and opening up to different ideas and taking a less romantic view of themselves and the mother figure. You're in the business. So you hand the woman from the cradle to the cooking pot to the grave, from one man to the other, right? And you keep them down.